What up, though? OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny at Retired from the Streets TV. And I took a quick break, but I'm back. So look, right? I was going to post a video the other day explaining what happened, while I was on this little hiatus for a week or two, because I had a few people in the comment section and some people who had inboxed me like, dog, where you been at, right? And I understand, I appreciate the interest. I appreciate the continued support. I appreciate the love. I had something happen close to the family, and I'm gonna drop the video explaining in detail. But my mom's got real sick, real bad. And man, through the grace of God and prayer and just being diligent in faith, she bouncing back. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna leave it at that until I can get into further detail. But I did want to highlight y'all. Oh, I'm driving right now. Oh shit. So I did just want to say this much, man. When you're from the streets, right? And I ain't even gonna say from the streets, because I ain't consider myself just a dude that's just from the streets, right? But I dabbled in the streets a lot of my lifetime, and I spent a lot of time in the streets, back and forth to prison, back and forth through incarceration, parole 3 times, prison 3 times, right? 5 felonies and all that. What I learned the most, I'll say, in those situations, even though I put myself in those situations, was to tap into my spirituality, to tap into my relationship with God. And when I didn't even know how to identify that, I tapped into people who were more spiritually inclined than me, people who were more well-versed with the Bible or the Quran, or you understand what I'm saying? I would always have to have me what they call a spiritual advisor, or somebody who was a spiritual mentor. So my thing with this episode is, no matter where you at in life, no matter all the hardships and the rough patches you go through, whether you incarcerated, whether you going through depression right now, right? Thoughts of suicide, whether you're broke, you're homeless. And I know it's easier said than done, but when you draw closer to God's people, right? When you start congregating, when you start rallying around what they call the prayer warriors, I can guarantee you things are going to change for you. Because when my mom was going through this last week, man, listen, my mom just got released from the hospital today. Don't have to go through physical and occupational therapy as an inpatient. And they thought all that was going to have to happen because of the condition she was in. And I'm talking about, I went down there twice a day to the hospital, praying, playing her favorite music, wearing her favorite colognes that she done probably bought for me or picked out for me to buy for myself over the years, and just, loving on my mama. When I didn't even know she's gonna wake up out of her state. But none of that. I believed, Of course I had my moments I broke down. I did a video in the parking lot of the hospital that I'm gonna upload and let y'all see. But I wanted to do this one today because I was riding, and I'm like, this is going to be another busy day because I'm trying to get back to the house. Yo, had to pull up to the crib right quick. But like I was saying, man, I've been riding, I've been busy. That was the scare of my life going through that with the OG boy. Like I always have learned how to do when times get real tough. When I'm noticing back-to-back activities in my life that are not what the universe wants for me, that ain't what I want for me, I already know where it's coming from. That bad energy, you want to call it the devil, you know what I mean? However you want to categorize it as, I know how to navigate through it because I know why it's coming. It's coming to destroy me and to throw me off my square, right? So what I do, I dig deep. I dig real deep. I call everybody around me who I know foundated, everybody around me who I know strong, who ain't gonna waver on me, who don't waver on themselves. You understand? That's important too. When you're going through stuff, rally people around you who don't waver in their own discipline, who don't waver in their own resolve. That's going to be one of the key and beneficial things. That's going to be one of the most beneficial things and key things to you being successful, is having a strong network, right? Because your network determines your what? Your net worth. And now we're not just talking about net worth in the sense of this is how much money I'm worth, or this is how many assets I own. Because suppose you blow all that, right? A proper network will get you back on track to get all that back that you lost if you ever lose anything. So your network is more important than your net worth to me. Because if you blow that bag and you got a face card, if you can go somewhere and they say, I know her, I know him, they honorable, stand up, good people, solid people. Never did me dirty, never crossed me, never talked bad in front of my face or behind my back. That's who I want around me when I'm going through things. But it also has to be in you. It got to be in you, for one, because you're the nucleus of the situation. So when you're going through things, in order to pull people to you, you have to be magnetic. You got to be magnetic in not just your pull, but in your living, right? And I'm not talking about pull in the sense of you just calling everybody up, but people, you calling people, hey, what's going on? Okay, yeah, I just wanted to let you know my mother going through something right now. Can you pray for me? If you're a solid individual, you don't even have to say nothing. They're going to say, hey, where you at right now? Where your mother at? I'm pulling up for you, right? That's a fact. And I don't want to rant too long because I ain't been on here in a minute, and I just want to get a video out to y'all and let y'all know I still love and appreciate all the energy y'all been showing my channel. I know I'm not the traditional prison or street channel where I tell you a bunch of stories about how tough I was or, and all that. Most of them come with a moral to it. But the fact that y'all, appreciate my authenticity, y'all appreciate the fact that I'm genuine, I come from the heart, I'm vulnerable, I don't care about none of that. Once they told me to bend over and cough and spread them, all that vulnerability, all that shame, all that fear of being embarrassed went out the window. You understand me? So I come from a good place when I'm coming on this platform and talking to y'all. And often, far too often, I'm talking to myself when I'm talking to y'all. And I just want y'all to remember that, I really do. Shout out to God, man. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. I want y'all to keep the change, keep them nervous. It's OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny, advertised from the streets TV. I'm back on track. I'm going to drop them 2 videos I previously recorded. Like, maybe they about a week old, something like that. But I ain't had the time like I've been explaining this whole video. It's been a rough week. So I'm dropping them for you. The one that was in the parking lot with Mom's explaining what I was going through at that moment. And also one right before that, a nice little story I got for y'all. So, and then I got a lot more stories. Like I told y'all, this is an ongoing process with me, dealing with the MDLC, dealing with the streets. And yeah, I'm gonna incorporate more street stories for y'all too. Because I had some individuals like, dog, this retired from the streets, but you talk about a lot of prison stuff. I'm like, yeah, because I went through all this time I'm talking to y'all, I was in prison. I ain't got to the streets again yet, but I'm definitely gonna sprinkle y'all with some more street stories though, Some of the stories I've done so far have been from the streets, and they kind of fast forwarded, but I wanted to kind of go back and give y'all a step-by-step, as it happened, chronological order, series of events with me going to prison and doing time and coming back home. So that part, keep them nervous, keep the change. Every time for the streets TV at O_G_Kenny. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to hit the Facebook group. It's called Retired from the Streets. If y'all haven't done so, subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, share the content, get in the comment section, all that good stuff. It don't cost you a dime to tap in and appreciate mine. I love y'all, man. I'm out.